All right, we're going to take this toward Galavasana here today, which is basically the flying pigeon pose. So a lot of work into the hips, very much getting into the stretch that you take when you take a half pigeon stretch. So in the outer hip and working into the glutes quite a bit as well. All right, 2 demonstrations before we start. Once is getting into Galavasana itself, it's going to be a little bit of a progression here. So what's going to happen at the end of each sequence, you're going to come to the front of the mat and you're going to take this figure 4 shape. So you're going to be weight on one foot, lift one leg, bring the ankle past the thigh, and keep your lifted foot active. Keep the toes curled, keep the foot tense, keep the knee pressed out to the side, and then sink into this a little bit. So the top leg is pressing into the standing leg from here, and you should already feel this go into the outer hip. Now, if you're real tight, you're probably not going to take it down too far. Your arms can be bound. You can release the hands and put them in whatever position you need to keep yourself upright. But I want you to try to sink this down to where you can and really press into that leg to bring the stretch into the hip. We're going to hold this for a few breaths, and then eventually bring it even further down and bring your fingertips to the floor. If you just want to stay with a hip stretch, this is good enough. Otherwise, I'm going to cue this into the arm balance. Now, to come into Galavasana, Ekapada Galavasana for the arm balance from here, you have to be able to bring the palms all the way down to the floor in this shape with your with the legs crossed. If this is too much, if you can't get the palms all the way down and you still want to take an arm balance, just release that crossed leg and take it into crow. You're going to set the palms flat, and as usual with crow, lift your heels, knees to the arms, lean forward, lift the feet together, and you can hold the arm balance from there. If you're going to take Galavasana, it's basically crow with your crossed legs. So you're going to keep that ankle past the thigh, keep the legs pressing together, fold in as deep as you can, and then once you set your palms down flat, you want to bring this in nice and close so you bring in that lifted shin as high up as you can toward the armpits, and kick that leg forward. There's going to be some tension to hold the shape, so you're not just slumping into this, keep in mind. So once you come down, I'm going to kick my right leg into my arms, my right foot's already hooked around my left arm, and then keep the hips high, lean this forward. See about lifting your base foot. And if you're just getting used to this, if you're not feeling too secure with it, you're going to just go back and forth, lifting and lowering. If you can take it further and keep the foot lifted, see about pulling the heel up toward your seat. Try to keep your hips high. If you can take it even further, see about extending that lifted leg up and back. Now, with the crossed leg, I'm still kicking to the arms to hold on to this shape. And the more you can extend upwards, the better off you are for the stability, keep in mind. It's going to be much easier if you can stack things toward vertical. People tend to resist that because your face tends to come down closer to the floor. You got to hold on to tension to actually keep that shape. And there's nothing wrong with just keeping that knee bent. Going to the extended leg position, it's just a variation. If that's too much, then just take it slow. You can always pull the leg back in, and you can still balance it with both knees bent. So just work that as best you can and see how far you want to go with that. And just work it as best you can. We'll go from there through the Vinyasa transition and then move through the rest of the sequence. Now, at the very beginning of the sequence, one more demonstration here. Eventually, you're going to start from downward facing dog, but eventually you're going to step forward with both feet. And all we're doing here is setting this up for 3 hops where you clap the feet together. So I want you to press your palms down flat, dig your fingertips down, keep your shoulders over your wrists, and then just push down. If you just look at my feet, you don't have to take this up too high. Keep your hips up in the air, but then hop the feet, clap, and just try to land light. My feet are just a little bit more than 6 inches up off the floor. If you want to work this toward inversion, the other extreme is you can press into the palms and bring this up high, stacking your hips over your shoulders, but still try to land this lightly. And whether you're going high or low, we're just going to do that 3 times, and then we'll move into the sequence from there. So just keep that in mind. So to get this started, bring yourself into child's pose. So on the shins to begin, knees out wide, point the big toes toward each other. Sink your seat back down to your heels. And then just walk your hands forward, bring your torso down low between your thighs, and bring your forehead all the way down to the floor. And once you're down, just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing here. With your inhales, pulling as much as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to begin. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just keep your eyes closed, but walk your hands over to the right side. Now keep everything low. Bring your torso over your right thigh. Stretch long through both arms. Try to keep your seat low to your heels and feel that stretch on your left side. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, bring the hands through center. Come over to the left. Torso long over your left thigh. Just keep your head low. Stretch long through both arms here. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, come back through center to the right. Torso long over your right thigh. Now this time, reach your left arm as far right as you can, but then bend the right elbow. Set the right hand down outside your right leg, press down. Sink the left shoulder toward the floor, a little bit of a twist here. With the next inhale, reach your arms in line. And then with the exhale, bring the hands back through center and come over to the left again. Torso over your left thigh. Stretch your right arm as far left as you can go. Pull the left hand back, set it down outside your left leg, push down, sink your right shoulder toward the floor, and feel that little bit of a twist here. With the next inhale, reach your arms in line. And then with the exhale, just bring the hands back into center. And then walk the hands in close. You can sit this up tall. And once you come up, you can stay on the shins like this or take a cross-legged seat, whatever suits you best. But just stay upright and take things slow. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. With the exhale, bring the hands to center. And then inhale, lace your fingers, face your palms away from you. Keep your elbows wide. And then palms toward the ceiling. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. Let's take it side to side. So lean over to the right. Pull the left shoulder back. Gaze up high. Keep your chest open. Lean left. Right shoulder back and keep looking up. And then through center. Lean over to the right again. Keep your chest open. Take it back through center. And then over to your left side. And then one more round. Bring it back through center. Lean over to the right. Gaze up high. And then bring it back through center, lean over to your left one more time. And then just come back into center. Go ahead, release that grip, bring your hands to the floor. Come up into all fours and maybe shake your legs out just a little bit. And then from here, we're going to work this into a twist. So from all fours, go ahead, point your toes, both feet over to the left. Walk your hands to the right and bring your right hip all the way down. Right hand sits behind you, left hand outside the right thigh. Now, sit this up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. Push your left arm into your right leg. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just lift up. Come onto both hands, but lift the hips. Point the toes to the right. And then walk it to the left side. Bring that left hip down. Left hand sits behind. Right hand outside the left thigh. Sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder this time. We'll take a couple more rounds. Go ahead, release this. Come back up onto the hands. Walk this through center. Lift your hips. Toes to the left. Right hip's going to come down. Right hand behind. Left arm outside the right thigh. Now extend up as high as you can through the top of your head. Use that left arm. Push into the right leg and breathe here. And then release this. Back up onto the hands and let's bring it to the other side. Lift your hips. Point your toes to the right. Bring the left hip down. Left hand behind you. Right arm outside your left thigh again. Sit up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Keep your right arm pushing into your left leg and keep breathing here. And now one more round. Come back up onto the hands. Lift your hips. Toes to the left. Bring the right hip all the way down. Right hand behind. Left arm outside your right thigh. Again, sit up tall. Try to keep your spine as long as you can. Bring your gaze back over the right shoulder. And keep that left arm pushing to the right leg. Keep your twist and stay tall. Now we're going to go a little bit further here. As you hold on to your twist, curl the toes of both feet and start to kick your feet into the floor. If you can take it further, push the feet down, push the right hand down. And with that twist, just see about lifting your hips a few inches up off the floor. And then lower back down. Keep your twist, lift up again. And then sink back down. One more time. Try to lift up. Come back down. And then bring yourself up onto both hands and let's take it to the other side. Lift your hips. Toes to the right. Bring your left hip down. Left hand sits behind you. Right arm outside your left thigh. Again, sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Use your right arm. Push into your left leg. Keep your spine long. Keep that twist and hold it as much as you can. Curl the toes of both feet. Push into your left hand. Start to lift the hips up just a little bit. And then sink back down. Again, press into the floor. Lift your hips. Sink back down, but stay twisted. One more time, lift your hips up off the floor. Sink back down one more time. And then once you come down, just bring the right hand behind you as well as the left. And go bring both feet to the floor. Shake your legs out a little bit. And then once you're ready here, feet about hips width distance apart, go ahead and reach your arms forward between your thighs, round your spine. Keep your spine rounded and just slowly come all the way down to the mat. Now once you're all the way down, pull your knees into your chest, bring your hands to your knees and just squeeze things in tight. And then go ahead and release that and bring your feet down to the floor. And we're going to set up for a few variations of bridge from here. So feet and knees, hips width distance. Bring your heels in close. You start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, but bend the elbows so the forearms are vertical. Make your hands into fists. Keep your fists clenched. Keep your elbows pressing down and just keep your gaze high. Now with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And then roll your spine back down. Press into the full, lift your hips up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Press into the full, lift the hips like this. One more time, hold here. Now keep your glutes tense, but still engage your core, draw them from around the ribs. Dig into the heels, lift your toes up off the floor just a little bit. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just roll this back down. Now once you're down, step the feet into the center of the mat. Bring your feet together, bring your knees together as well. And then we're going to take it up on one leg at a time. So keep your left foot on the floor, but pull the right knee to your chest. Arms stay as you are, so your fist is still clenched. And then up and down, but take it slow. With an inhale, push into your left foot. Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And then roll this back down. And then press your hips up high again. And roll back down to the mat. Press into the floor, lift your hips. And then roll this back down. Press into the floor, hips up high. And then roll back down again. Press into the floor, lift the hips, and then roll this back down. Press into the floor. Now keep your hips high, keep breathing here, keep squeezing your glutes. Maybe take it further, extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. And then go ahead, roll your spine back down, bring the right foot down next to the left. Now the right foot will be the base, pull the left knee to your chest, keep your elbows pressing down. And then from here, with an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Maybe extend the left leg farther. And then go ahead, bring it all back down. Now once you're down, arms are still as they were. Forearms vertical, hands curled to the fist. Bring the feet into center. And then take this with a figure four. So cross the right leg over the left. Bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot and keep the knee pushed out to the side. Up and down like this. With an inhale, push into the left foot, squeeze your glutes and lift up. And then roll your spine down. Press into the floor, push your hips up high. And then roll back down again. Press into your left foot, lift this up. Roll back down. Press into the floor, hips up high. And then roll this back down. Now one more time, push into the floor, lift up and hold here. Keep the glutes squeezing both sides. Try to press that right knee toward the floor. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll it down. Once you're down, step the right foot down next to the left, and then take your figure four this way. Left ankle crosses your right thigh this time. Curl the toes of the left foot, bring the knee out to the side. Up and down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips. And then exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, press up one more time. Hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, but press that left knee toward the floor. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring it back down. Once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees and squeeze in again. And then as you're squeezing the knees in, curl up, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Go ahead, cross at the ankles. And then roll this forward to a seat. And then once you're up from here, we're going to take this into a reclining position. Now I want you to extend your left leg straight, but keep the right foot flat on the floor. Come down to your left arm and on the left hip. Now right hand in front of your chest, right foot stays behind your left leg and keep that foot flat. Now keep the toes of your left foot pointed out to the side, press into the floor, lift your hips up and keep them lifted. And this may be enough and you can stay right here, but if you can go further, stretch your right arm past your head, right foot pressing down, keep your left foot light. And then just go back and forth. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, squeeze in. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Stay lifted. Inhale, extend this out. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then stretch this out long. Set yourself down. And then let's roll over to the other side. So come down to the right forearm and on the right hip. Right leg extended, left knee bent, left foot stays flat behind your right leg. With your left hand in front of your chest, push into the floor, lift your hips up off the mat and stay lifted. You can always stay here. To go further, reach your left arm past your head. Stay light on your right foot. And then back and forth, take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze in, left elbow to right knee this time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach and stretch this out long. Set yourself back down. And then take it to the other side again, onto the left hip and on your left forearm. Now a little different here. Once you come down, right hand in front of your chest, and step your right foot in front of your left leg, and this is definitely going to feel very different. Now press into the floor, lift your hips up as high as you can, and stay lifted here. You can keep the right hand down or bring that right hand to your hip, but your hips stay high either way. Now as you push your right foot down as best you can, lift your left foot up off the floor, probably not too high, and then set it back down, go slow. Lift your left foot again, and then set it back down. Left foot up, back to the floor. Lift your left foot, and then set it down. One more time, lift your left foot, keep it lifted here. And just keep breathing. Maybe push the left leg into the right. Just hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring it all down. And then once you're down, let's take it on the other side. So on the right forearm and on your right hip with the right leg extended. Now, left hand in front of your chest, left foot steps down in front of your right leg. Push into the floor, lift your hips up and keep them lifted best you can. Maybe stay here. To go further, you can bring that left hand to your hip. And then see about lifting that right foot up off the floor, high as you can go. And then set it back down. Lift the right foot again. And then bring it back to the mat. Lift your right foot. Set it back down. Lift the right foot again. And set it down. One more time, lift your right foot. Keep it lifted. Hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring everything down. Once you're down, just go ahead and take a seat. Set the feet on the floor. Just shake your legs out a little bit. And then once you're ready from here, just cross at the ankles, roll forward. Your hands will come into all fours. And then from all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move just a bit. And then we'll take this into the wrist. Now just start this out with your hips stacked over your knees. Slide the hands in a little bit closer, maybe within about 2 hands lengths of your knees. Now palms down, rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. Set the hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips into the mat, keep gripping. And maybe just stay here and circle your shoulders over your wrists. Keep the tension in your hands and feel that stretch moving through the wrists and into the forearms. Now, if you want to take this deeper, we'll take this into the hips a little bit as well. So for that, keep gripping the floor, but step your right foot forward, out to the right and a little bit past your hand. And then see about bending your elbows and sinking more weight onto your arms. Now you can start to move forward and back, side to side. Try to come down inside the right thigh a little bit. Just move around and keep gripping. And then once you're ready, press in your palms and we'll switch this out. Bring your right knee back down. Step your left foot forward, past your left hand a little bit outside. And then again here, start, bring the weight forward toward your hands, bend the elbows a little bit. And move around, forward and back, side to side. You're still gripping the floor. And maybe feel this on the left inner thigh. All right, and then press in your palms and bring your left knee down. Now once your left knee comes down, go ahead, come up onto the fingertips and bring the hands right in front of your knees. Now make your hands into fists, 4 fingers into your palms, thumbs outside, keep your fists clenched, and push your hands down into the floor right in front of the knees with the backs of the hands facing forward. Now keep your fists clenched, bend the elbows as much as you need to if you want to back off from the stretch. Go one hand at a time, bend it to the right wrist, bring the back of the hand all the way down to the floor, and then come up onto the knuckles. Do the same with the left hand. And then lift back up and just keep on alternating right and left. Now the fingers stay curled in the whole time. You can bend the elbows deep if you need to back off. And you can try to keep the arms straighter if you want to feel more intensity here. Now the next time you bring the back of the right hand down, keep it down. Come to the back of the left hand as well. Just keep the fist curled. And as you hold this, you can go as light as you like, but I want you to just move a little bit up and down, just a few inches. You can sink down and bend the elbows, press back up towards straight, and just keep moving down and up within a tight little range, say within about 4 to 6 inches or so. And just feel that stretch. Fist is still clenched. Let the stretch move through the wrists up into the forearms, and you definitely don't have to straighten your arms here completely. All right, and then when you're ready, just release this. Come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, when the hands are ready, come back into all fours. Now, from all fours, I'm going to take this a little bit further into the hips. So wrists meet the shoulders and knees meet the hips here to start. I want you to step your left foot out to the left side. And with that foot flat on the floor, make sure your toes are pointing directly out to the left. Now bring the left hand to your left knee, keep it there. Tuck the toes of your right foot, hover the right knee, and keep your right hand planted. And we're just going to move the right leg from here. So work your balance here. You're pushing to the right hand, pushing into your left foot. Now keep your right knee bent, but pull the right leg through, and best you can, right heel to left knee, and then step the foot back. Right heel to left knee again, and then step back. Heel to knee. Step the right foot back, heel to knee, and step the foot back again. Heel to knee one more time. Step the right foot back, and come back down to all fours. And then from all fours, let's take this on the other side. Step the right foot out to the right side. Point the toes directly right best you can. Right hand to your right leg, and then tuck the toes of your left foot and hover your left knee. Left hand pressing down, right foot pressing down. Keep your balance. Keep your left knee bent, but bring it through. Left heel to right knee, and then step your left foot back. Heel to knee again, and step the left foot back. Heel to knee. Step the foot back again. Heel to knee, and then step the foot back. Heel to knee one more time. Step the foot back one more time, and come back down to all fours. Now, from all fours, we are going to take this toward the baby Galavasana. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then once you're ready, go ahead, tuck the toes of both feet, hover your knees. And then from here, we're going to take a cross step. So step your right foot forward over to the left, and then bring your left knee all the way down. Now, once the left knee is down, we're going to cross the legs and take the figure 4 here. So left hand to the right shin, and then bring that right ankle past your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot. Keep the knee pressed out to the side. Now, you can stay here with the stretch, and that's fine. If you can take it further, bring both hands down. And then take it further still. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, round yourself over your crossed legs. Now, maybe just work the stretch. You'll feel that in the outer right hip, and you can go back and forth. And if you want to take this toward the baby Galavasana, this is going to be with the forearms on the floor. So for that, go ahead, walk your hands in closer. And you got to get both forearms down. Now, I recommend bringing the left forearm down first. Left forearm comes down, right foot hooks over the left arm. Right forearm down, bring that knee close to the shoulder, best you can. And then start to lean forward, start to look forward. Keep your hips high. If you can take it further, maybe lift your left foot. Further still, maybe extend that left leg up and back. There is nothing easy about this, keep in mind. And then from wherever you are, go ahead and release that cross of your legs and come back to all fours. And just keep in mind the baby Galavasana is much more difficult than doing Galavasana on your hands. Now from all fours, let's take the other side. Tuck the toes of both feet, hover the knees. And this time take the cross step the other way. Left foot steps up to the right, and then bring your right knee down. Now at the right hand, take hold of your left leg, bring that left ankle past your right thigh, curl the toes of the left foot and push the left leg into the right. Now you can stay here with a stretch and that's fine, but if you're going to go further, bring the right hand down to the floor, tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your right knee and round down over your crossed legs. Maybe just move back and forth and feel the stretch. Now if you're going to take that baby Galavasana here, walk the hands in closer. One forearm down at a time. So the right forearm's going to come down to the floor. Hook the left foot on the right arm. With the left forearm down, the knee touches that arm. Now keep your hips high. Start to lean forward. Maybe lift your right foot. Maybe extend the right leg up and back. And again, just take it to where you can go. And then once you're ready, just release and bring yourself into all fours. And again, there's nothing easy about that at all. We're just opening up the hip a little bit. Once you're in all fours, just move around. Now you can just stay here and breathe and take a break, or maybe take another stretch. But once you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, hips up high, and find your downward facing dog. Now as you settle into position, look at how you set this up. Try to flatten your hands so the palms are down. You want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Let your chest sink low to the floor, but at the same time, press your hips up as high as you can. Now keep your spine long. Pull in from the belly, round the lower ribs, all through the midsection. And as you tighten up through through your core. Work to stretch your spine longer to reach the hips up higher. If your legs are tight, let that tension go. You can bend the knees. Maybe just pedal this out and move your hips from side to side. And then when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, let's take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let everything go long and loose, and let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach the opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake the side to side to loosen even further. When you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin, but then restack your spine, round this up to standing. Bring your head up last and just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and release at the bottom. Inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. And let's step this back to high plank. Now find your shape, wrist the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and just keep that lift. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, and we'll take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body, feet pressing down, keep your glutes squeezing. And then take the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep looking forward. And work to bring your shoulders up even higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms down to the floor. And we're going to take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pushing forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Pedal out here, let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you, find a three-legged dog. So straighten your right leg, reach to the big toe, tense up the thigh, lock the knee, lower the right hip and feel this in the glutes. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. One more time. Stay here, stay lifted around your spine. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, set the right foot down halfway down the mat. Left foot comes forward to meet the right, and this is where we're going to take those hops. Now press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, keep the shoulders over your wrists. And then 3 times, high or low, hop and clap your feet. Try to land it light. Now after that third hop, right foot between your hands, slide the left foot back, low lunge. And we're going to open this up to a horizon lunge. Now the left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot and slide the right foot back so you can set it flat. Open to the right side. Let your hips sink down and reach your right arm toward the back of the mat. We're going to take this straight up and down. So with an inhale, reach up and over, raise your hips. Exhale, sink this back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time. Stay lifted like this. Now, if you want to go further, bring the right hand to your right knee, push to the right foot, try to lift the left foot up off the floor. Keep the toes pointed out to the side. Just take it to where you can. Take an inhale. Now, at the exhale, bring both hands down. Right foot between your hands, back to low lunge. lunge. And then take it lower, left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach the arms up and back, gaze up high, but then let your hips sink down low toward the front of the mat. Now keep looking up, squeeze the glutes on the left side, keep the left hip sinking down and forward, and just keep breathing. As you hold this shape, make your left hand to a fist. With your right hand, take hold of the left wrist. Draw that left arm across your body, start to lean to the right, maybe look down to the right, and keep that left hip pulling forward all the while. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down around the right foot. Tuck the toes, left foot, lift your left knee, come back to low lunge. And I'm going to set this up for a revolved half moon. Now keep your left hand down, forward to the right foot, but further left, lean to the left side. And then pull the left knee into your chest. Now I'm going to open this into a twist. Reach your right arm high, open up your chest to the right. Extend your left leg straight back. Now you can hold this with a bent right knee. That's fine. Straighten that leg if you can. And if you want to deepen this, you can bend the left knee, reach with the right hand. If you can find the left foot, kick into your hand and let it deepen your twist, pulling that right shoulder back. Just keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your right hand down and your left foot down. Left foot's going to stay forward, slide the right foot back. And then from here, stay low, but walk your hands to the right, all the way to the back of the mat. And we'll take low lunge with your right foot between your hands and the left heel lifted behind. Now from here, we'll open this up to warrior two. With an inhale, drop the left heel. Lift your torso, one of the arms, open to your left side. Deep under the right knee, left leg straight. Now go ahead and lengthen this out if you need to. Let the hips sink down. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Reach equally front to back. And let's move back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Left hand to left thigh, right arm high and back. Exhale, extend right over to the right thigh, left arm higher forward. Inhale, reverse this again. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. With the exhale, extend it forward one more time and stay forward. Take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back and look up toward the ceiling. Your choice with the right arm. You can rest it on the right thigh. If you want to go deeper, right hand to the floor inside the right leg. Maybe bend the right elbow and sink further down. If you want the full bind, reach your right arm underneath. See about finding that grip behind you. Now, wherever you take this to, keep your left shoulder high. Look up toward the ceiling. Make sure you can gaze high. And try to tuck the right hip under the left. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just bring your hands to your hips and bring your torso all the way up, right? Pivot on both feet, and let's take this to high lunge toward the front of the mat. Left knee bent, lift the right heel behind you, pull the right hip forward so your hips are squared. And then once you balance here, just reach the arms out wide. We'll take an eagle bind. So it's going to be right arm under, left arm over, across the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. If you can't get the palms together, just reach the opposite shoulders, do what works. Now keep the arms squeezing, pull the shoulders down. Keep the right hip pulling forward. And we go back and forth from here to balancing. Now bring the weight to left foot. Right heel to left knee. Just hold here for a moment. And then step it back long into the lunge. Again, bring it forward. Right heel to left knee. And then step it back long again. Bring this forward, heel to knee. And then step it back one more time. Right foot forward, heel to knee. Stay here. And take your figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot. Keep the knee to the side. Start to sink down into the stance. Keep the arms squeezing. You can let the arms go if you need to. To take it deeper, try to hinge from the hips. Maybe bring your elbows toward that lifted shin. Keep looking forward. Keep breathing here. And then go ahead, release your arms and bring your fingertips down to the floor. Now you can just stay with the hip stretch, and this is fine. Maybe just keep the fold. If you can't get the palms down with the legs crossed and you want the arm balance, you can go ahead and release the right foot, take crow. Now if you're going to take this into Galavasana, both palms down. Keep that shin high up on the arms and kick it forward. Now look forward, keep your hips high. See about leaning forward to lift your left foot. Maybe pull that left heel toward your seat. Maybe extend the left leg up and back, but take it to where you can here. And then when you're ready, go ahead, step it back, Fly it back, take it through your vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just breathe and move around. And then to the other side. With the next inhale, raise your left leg high, find your three-legged dog. So reach for the left big toe, lock the knee, lower the left hip, and feel that lift in the glutes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward, stay lifted around your spine. And then bring the left foot down halfway down the mat. Right foot comes forward next to left. Now again, press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders over wrists. And then 3 times, hop, clap your feet. And again, high or low, but try to land it light. Now after the third hop, left foot between your hands, slide the right foot back, low lunge. And then to your horizon lunge, the right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide the left foot back and set it flat. Sink your hips down low, reach your left arm toward the back of the mat. And then straight up and down. Inhale, reach up and over, raise your hips. Exhale, sink those down. Inhale, reach up and over, lift your hips. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, reach and raise, and stay lifted this time. Keep your left shoulder high. If you want to go further, hips are lifted, but maybe bring that left hand to your knee and pick the right foot up off the floor. Try to keep the toes pointed to the side. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, both hands down, left foot between your hands, back to low lunge. And take it down lower, right knee down, right foot flat behind, sink your hips down, push them forward. When you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach up and back, gaze up high, and let your hips sink down low. Pull that right hip forward, squeeze the glutes on the right side. And just breathe here. Now as you hold this shape, make your right hand to a fist. Left hand holds the right wrist. Pull the right arm across your body and maybe look down to the left, but keep that right hip pushing forward. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down around your left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee. And I'm going to set this up for reverse table, for a reverse revolved half moon. That's what we're doing. So right hand forward to your left foot. Bring it over to the right side, lean right. Now pull the right knee into your chest. And then to open up, reach your left arm high. Now as your chest opens to the side, extend the right leg straight back. Feel the twist. You can bend that left knee, but straighten that leg if you can. And if you can take the bind, left hand reaches back, bend the right knee. If you find the foot kick into your hand, let this pull your shoulder back and breathe here. All right, take an inhale. Now the exhale, left hand down, set your right foot next to the left, and slide the left foot back into low lunge. Now once everything's down, just stay low, but walk your hands to the left side, all the way to the back of the mat. And this time the left foot's between your hands and the right heel lifts behind, low lunge here. And we'll take it up to your warrior two. With the inhale, drop the right heel, lift your torso, one with the arms. Open to your right side. Deep bend left knee, straight right leg. Now you can lengthen this out further, let your hips sink down, one line from the front heel to the back arch again. Reach equally front to back. And then go back and forth. Inhale, reverse, right hand to the right thigh, left arm high and back. Exhale, extend, left elbow to the left thigh, right arm high and forward. Inhale, reverse this. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. And with the exhale, extend it forward one more time. Stay forward. Take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back and look up, and this is enough. You can rest the left arm on your left leg. To go deeper, left hand to the floor inside the left leg. Maybe bend the elbow, sink further down. If you want the full bind, reach underneath. And if you find that grip behind you, make sure the right shoulder's pulled back, whatever variation you're in, and still try to tuck the left hip onto the right. You should still be able to look up to the ceiling. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly, hands to your hips, bring your torso upright. Pivot on both feet, bend the right knee, and lift your left heel. You're taking high lunge facing the front of the mat again. Left hip forward, right hip back. Now once you got your balance here, reach the arms out wide. And then take your eagle bind, left arm under, this time right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms, to touch thumbs with your face. Reach to the shoulders if you need to, but keep the arms crossed and keep the arms squeezing shoulders down. Back and forth from here to balance. So you can bring the weight to the right foot. Come forward, left heel to right knee. And then step it back long, find the lunge. Bring it forward again, heel to knee. And then step it back, find the lunge. Forward again, left heel to right knee. Step it back long again. One more time, heel to knee, stay here. And then move into your figure four. Left ankle crosses the right thigh. Curl the toes, the left foot, start to sink into the stance. Feel that stretch in the outer hip. You can always release the arm bind if you need to. To go further, start to hinge from the hips. And come down over your crossed legs. Maybe bring the elbows toward that lifted shin. All right, now go ahead, release the arm bind. Bring your fingertips down to the floor, and maybe just stay in the fold with the hip stretch, and that's good enough. Now, if you can't keep the legs crossed for the arm balance, and you want, you can bring the left foot down and take crow. But for Galavasana, both palms down, keep the shin high up on the arms, kick the left leg forward, keep the hips high. Lean forward to hover your right foot, maybe pull the heel toward your seat, and maybe extend that leg up and back. When you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. All right, from downward facing dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just come down to all fours. Once your knees are down, bring the legs out from underneath you and bring yourself down onto your back. Now pull your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in tight for a moment, press your spine down flat. And then we'll just take one long round of back bending here. So bring your feet down to the floor. And I'll start this with bridge and then cue it into wheel if you want to take it further, your choice. But feet, knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close and start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze up high. With an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And just hold that lift with the hips pressing up. To deepen the bridge, hands underneath the hips. Interlace your fingers. You can pull the palms toward each other. Maybe work your shoulders further underneath your back and open up your chest even more. Keep your hands pushing down and keep the hips lifting up. Hold that tension. Now, if you're going to take it to wheel, the hips stay high, just release the hands. And bring the hands down around your head. When you're ready here, press into the floor. You can always lift to the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. Now, hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. You can always lift the heels up for some relief if it gets too much of the low back. But find the tension. You can bring the heels back down, but hold the tension of the glutes. Let this ground your spine, and then from the shoulders, try to reach this into the floor. Keep breathing whatever bend you're in. Take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way back down. Now, once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze things in. And then when you're ready, lift your head and shoulders, curl up, cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat. And then once you're up, we're going to take this into a seated twist. So why don't you bring your right heel outside your left hip, and step your left foot outside the right thigh. And give yourself a moment to get both sit bones down. We're taking this to Lord of the Fishes. Now, if this is too much and that left hip is too high up off the floor, just extend the right leg with the left leg crossed over. Now, to move into the twist, left hand sets behind you. Inhale your right arm high. With the exhale, bring the right elbow down past your left thigh. Sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Use your right arm, push into your left leg, and keep extending up as you're twisting. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release this and bring both hands to your right side. Lightly open your chest up to the right. And then turn back to center, hands behind you. Lean back, extend your left leg straight. We're going to take Janusha variation. So left leg extended, right knee bent, sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh as high as you're comfortable with. And we'll take this with a side bend. So turn, open up your chest toward the right knee. Now, bend the left knee as much as you need to, but bring your left forearm down inside your left leg, elbow all the way to the floor. So it might be a deep bend in that knee. Keep your chest open to your right side. Reach your right arm back, stretch this out long, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sweep the right arm across and reach in the direction of your left big toe. You don't have to touch it. Right shoulder high, look up toward the ceiling. Now, if you start with the left knee bent, you can extend the leg as far as you can go with the left elbow still down. To deepen this, push your left arm into your left leg. Pull the right shoulder back and work to rotate your chest toward the ceiling as you're stretching all through the right side. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring yourself back upright. Now, once you're up, let's go ahead and take this on the other side. So bring the left heel outside the right hip this time. Right foot steps outside your left thigh. Take a moment, get both sit bones down. And you can always take this with the left leg extended and the right leg crossed over. Once you're ready, set the right hand down behind you. Inhale your left arm high. And with the exhale, take the twist on this side. Left elbow past the right thigh. Again, sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look over the right shoulder. Use your left arm, push into your right leg, and keep stretching your spine upwards as you're twisting. Keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands to the left side. Lightly open your chest up to the left. And then just turn back to center. Now this time, keep your left knee bent. Extend your right leg straight. Janusha here. Sole the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Turn, open up your chest toward the right knee, or left knee rather. Bend the right knee as much as you need to, but bring the right forearm down, elbow down inside the right leg. Reach your left arm back, stretch this out, take an inhale. With the exhale, sweep that arm across and reach to the direction in your right big toe. Now look up toward the ceiling. If you start with the right knee bent, you can straighten the leg as much as you like as long as your right elbow stays down. To deepen this, push the right arm into your right leg. Pull the left shoulder back, and again, rotate your chest toward the ceiling as you're stretching the side of your body. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring yourself back upright. And then hands behind, go ahead, bend back into both knees. And come all the way down onto your back again. Once you're down, bring the knees into your chest. Squeeze everything down. And let's go ahead and take happy baby. So go ahead, reach between the knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten your spine as much as you can, sink your tailbone toward the floor. And hold that tension, but if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Even further, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms to the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here. Let your body settle down into the mat. And start to move again here, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw this all back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale, hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.